coaches of our Ellenville Blue Devil team, Assistant Coach Grigliano, Assistant Coach Bordinsky, and Head Coach Kavanaugh. The referees tonight are Chris Thorne, Kevin Sylvia, Micah Dowling, and Joe Shellis, and our timer is Rick Dominic. And now at this time, to ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Senior night first.
Oh, my apologies. Senior night first. You're walking up those steps.
No.
No, you get a great.
I hate you. Okay, where do I go?
What's all the way there?
I'll come back at halftime. It's fine. It's fine.
Hang out, chill out. You see the business that you're in, Walter.
I am.
You'll switch it now.
No, I can always bring it up.
Wait up there. You can
Okay, that's fine.
you can wait for the picture. Wait here. You gotta keep it.
Meatball parm. I have a full menu. They have chips, candy, waffle, tacos, hot dogs, chicken dog, roast dog, nachos, little nachos, and tonight's specials.
We'll wait till after the national anthem. I'm working as like what you are. I'm supposed to watch the thing. I don't know. What? Up here? No, I mean, I'm supposed to be down there, right? But there's no change at all.
Mr. B?
Do we need it right now? And then after the national anthem, I'm supposed to
Test, test.
an event staff for
He's getting it set up.
like to help the crowd. They're already down somebody tonight.
He's getting it.
All right, Blue Devil fans, thank you for coming out for our first home game. As of right now, we only have 2 scheduled home games tonight and next week. So that is why we are honoring our seniors tonight, if you're wondering that. All right, without further ado, we have 7 seniors here. Please give them a round of applause as they come out. Here we go. Senior number 58, Patrick Nolan, escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Nolan. No, bring it out to him there. No, he's gonna give you a gift right here. Yep, and then you guys can just monitor. All right, our second senior, James Stein, escorted by his and come on down. Gotcha. next senior, number 51, Cassius Gray, escorted by his parents, Samantha and Parway. All right, our next senior, senior number 7, Walter Ganga Jr., escorted by his parents. Oh, we're linking arms tonight, Dad. We're linking arms tonight. All right, our next guy, senior and a captain, number 16, Jonathan Conacher, escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Conacher. I'll walk away from Dad, John. All right, our next senior, number 55, Captain Austin Salstrom, escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Salstrom. All right, and last but certainly not least, senior number 22, Josh Ramirez, escorted by his brother, Jordan Ramirez, and his... All right, and then seniors and families, can we just get one last big piece? Seniors and families, can you come back out here for one last big picture? Thank you, and hope you enjoy the rest of your night and tonight's football game.
While these seniors are getting their pictures taken, attention to the crowd. 3 volunteers are needed to run the chain for this game. So we are needed 3 volunteers to run the chain for this game. Without volunteers, we can't play. So please, if you are interested in being a chain volunteer, report to the refs on the far side. Thank you.
We need one more person to run the chain for this game. We cannot play if we don't have people to run the chain. Again, we need one more person for the chain so we can play the game. Jalissa. Where's the national anthem? Oh, no.
At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Ellenville Blue Devils! If you need a break from the excitement, don't forget about our concession stand, where the nachos are cheesy and the hot dogs are basically a food group. Go fuel up and bring the energy right back.
Is it? Sorry, I'm trying to shut it off. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's game, the home opener of the 2025 football season between the Ellenville Football Blue Devils versus the Onteora Eagles. So, again, the home opener, it is the senior night, it is Pink Out night in awareness of Breast Cancer Month of October. We're delighted to have you with us today. So, Mr. Buckler will be joining me in the booth momentarily. I'm Jack Henry. Delighted to have you with us tonight. Onteora's coming in with a record of 3-0. They dominated their first two games, and they come in winning miraculously against Millbrook. Meanwhile, the Ellenville Blue Devils currently sit at a record of 1-3, losing their three games, not in the way they would want to, but they have a chance to turn around their season starting tonight at home against the Onteora Eagles. They're not out of it just yet. There's a lot of football left to be played this season. And we'll start in just a second with this opening kickoff.
Yeah, best to me.
And that'll be number 5 by Ellenville as we are underway here in Ellenville. An onside kick. Number 33 is right there, and he falls at around the 43-yard line, their own 43-yard line. So it'll bring up first down from there. So once again, Onteora 3-0, Ellenville 1-3. And here they are with their home opener, trying to come away with their second win of the season and trying to turn their season around and hopefully make the playoffs once again. They had a very phenomenal season last year, going to the Section 9 semifinals, losing to Pauling at Pauling in a very high-scoring affair. Here they are trying to go back to it once again. So that kickoff took 1 second off the clock, and first play of the game, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun as he hands it off to number 24, shovel pass. Flag thrown there as he's going to get right to the first down marker. Let's see where they mark it, but let's see what the flag on the play is. Holding on the offense, so this one will go back. Looks like a 5-yard penalty, so it'll bring up 1st and 15 at the 38. Or 1st and about 20, so not the start that Onteora wanted. As they got right to the first down marker, they're going to need another additional 10 yards after that penalty. So 1st and 20 now at the 33-yard line, time ticking. Quarterback's going to run it almost up the middle, gets to the outside, and he's going to get back to around the original line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 9 yards there, so it'll be 2nd and long. The Eagles get back to the 43-yard line. We're officially 1 minute into this one. 2nd and 10. Another shovel pass goes to the outside, and they're going to spin and get a first down, and plenty more as he falls down, and he's down at around the 43, Ellenville's 43-yard line, so that'll pick up a first down for the Onteora Eagles as they move the chains and head into Ellenville territory.
Hey, Jack, how's it going? This is Mr. Buckler.
Good evening, Mr. Buckler. Welcome to the booth for tonight.
Good evening. Thank you for carrying me for the first couple of downs here. But I'm here. I'm with you. I'm ready to commentate.
All right. So here we are. The Onteora Eagles just picked up a big-time first down here. So here they are trying to keep the offense going. Ellenville trying to stop Onteora's offense on defense as we have a runner in the backfield. That's number 11. Handoff, fake handoff, play action here. Trying to throw the ball, gets a pass going.
Oh, we got it, but
it's going to be
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. They're going to mark it incomplete. Intended for the receiver deep down the field. If I can get a shot at what number that is.
Is it the 3 coming back there?
Looks like the number 3. So number 13, Chase Madison, the senior at quarterback.
Number 3?
I don't see a 3. It may have been a 5. A 4, 5, or 7.
It's definitely a 3. 33, Joshua Otis, but I definitely saw a 3. But here we are, 2nd down.
24 goes into the backfield. 2nd and 10 at Ellenville's 44. Another fake handoff. Runs to the outside, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Great tackle by the 1, Dyron Laurel.
And that should get them to around the 34-yard line, as it'll be another Onteora first down.
So we are live on YouTube. Thank you, everybody out there, for tuning into this live. If you are live, it's 7:11 p.m. on Friday, October 3rd. And we appreciate all those who do tune in live and on demand down the line.
1st and 10.
Double handoff.
Shovel pass to number 24. Trying to get to the outside. It's not going to get much there. It might get a yard or 2. It'll still bring up 2nd and long. Onteora inching closer, but not close enough. They are down at around the 32-yard line with the 2nd down.
Now, do you know the records of both teams here, Jack?
Onteora's 3-0, Ellenville's 1-3.
1-3 versus 3-0. So Onteora, probably the favorite coming into this game. But
It is noted, though, that they do not play under the lights. Their home games are always Saturday at 1 o'clock. I learned that this afternoon.
Yeah, and I know the Ellenville coaches, they felt confident about this game. So they'll feel like, as you say, under the lights here at home, they can get the win.
I did mention the fact before as
Another shovel
loses
pass
the ball.
is dropped.
Number
8 dives on it. That's Kyle Berrien. Had to dive on the ball after it was dropped.
Yeah, avoids disaster there, but it's going to be 3rd down and long once again. They're able to get back on it, which is huge. They have another shot at potentially going down the field, but not the perfect play that they would have anticipated here.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes or so to go here in the first quarter. Score is still at 0-0.
So what I was going to say earlier is it is worth noting that Ellenville did get to a slow start this year. They lost their 3 games by not a margin they would have anticipated, but it is worth noting that last year, like any other years, they've always been an October team. And there's a first down and plenty more. He's going to get him out of bounds inside the 20. It'll be another big-time first down for the Onteora Eagles.
Yeah, that's Jameer Mays, number 24, 10th grader, who did an excellent job there. They do like that shovel pass, and that time they faked the first shovel handoff, or at least the handoff, and then they gave it to the second runner. And that one paid dividends for a first down.
And again, so Ellenville's team, as you know, they play their best in October. So, again, a slow start to the year, but they're not out of it. If they win these next 2 games at home, they're back to 500. They have a very solid chance, if they can do that, to reach the playoffs once again. So
it's interesting you say that. I remember speaking to one of the coaches. This was maybe a couple of years ago when they were 0-4, I think, at the start of the year. And I told the coach, "Oh, so it's not going to be a good year." He goes, "No, we'll make the playoffs." And I was like, "Are you like, what do you mean?" And the nice tackle there. And it was a similar situation to what you're describing. He was saying like the first 4 games they were against like they weren't all league games and they were against really tough opponents. But he was confident in the remaining 4 games that they were basically winnable and they were league games and they would get in, and they did. So right there, like, as you say, it's not always about how you start the season. It's about the overall record by the end. And do you know how many games they're supposed to play in a regular season?
I believe they have, after this game, I think they have like 3 more.
So probably is 8 regular games.
8 games. Right? This technically would be their 4th, since they did have a forfeit win against Fallsburg earlier in September. But nonetheless, it is 2nd and 7 at Ellenville 16. A run to the outside by number 13, the quarterback, trying to get around, spin move. He's not going to get the first down. He does pick up maybe a little bit of yardage, but not enough to move the needle. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Chase Madison with the quick feet there. About half the yards he needs.
6:34 left in the opening quarter.
As they sub out the 33, Joshua Otis takes a break.
So Onteora only gets 1 yard on that play. So it is 3rd and 6 at the 15-yard line. Time still ticking in this opening quarter as we approach the 6-minute mark, the halfway mark of this opening quarter. So on 3rd down, quarterback in shotgun, looking to throw, screen pass to the outside to number 8, and it looks like he's not going to get there. He gets inside the 10, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, I think he got first down, Kyle Berrien. He almost got to the end zone, but he was stopped. Critical stop there as he is not far from the end zone. What is he, 5 yards out, 5-yard line?
Yeah, so they actually do get the first down. It is 1st and goal at the 5.
Shout out to the chain crew who are last minute volunteers here.
Number 11 goes into the backfield for Onteora. The snap, he's going to keep it himself, trying to get around the defense. Is he going to? Looks like they stop him, so it'll bring up 2nd down. A big-time stop for the Ellenville defense. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he tried to stiff arm Josh Ramirez, Ellenville's 22, but he did well not to be pushed away and hold on to that arm and pull him down. So a good stop there by Blue Devils. 2nd and goal with just over 5 minutes remaining here.
Onteora still in the huddle, trying to strike first in this one. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun. They have the receivers out to the outside. 24 comes into motion. The snap. They go with the shovel pass, And they're not. Oh, Luke misses the tackle. Fighting to the end zone. And they're going to mark him short. They really had a chance to stop him there. It would have been a big-time stop. The tackle is broken, but they still are able to stop him. 3rd and goal for the Onteora Eagles, and they are down at the 2.
Yeah, Josh Ramirez, the 22, not able to stop his man that time. Had the chance. But good play by the 24 for Onteora, Jameer Mays.
Third and goal. He's going to keep it himself, going to the outside. Flags thrown. There probably may have been a face mask or something on the defense. As soon as he got to him, the flags were thrown right away.
Yep.
Probably an illegal tackle of some sort.
Yeah, we do have our instant replay here in the booth, Jack.
Run to the outside. My guess would probably be on Ellenville's 22. Which
Illegal contact, maybe? Josh Ramirez.
Josh Ramirez. That would be my guess for the penalty.
Yeah, it looks like they've earmarked the 22 at Ramirez to be the man to go for the quarterback.
It will be 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. So Onteora just 3 feet short. 1 long yard.
Timeout.
Timeout called.
Hold the ball.
3:27 left in this opening quarter. Onteora 1 long yard away from striking first in this one.
Is that why they call it the longest yard, Jack?
I guess so.
Is it the hardest one? It's the one that counts?
It's the biggest one of them all.
You got a timeout set for 20 seconds, so disregard if the horn goes off.
The timeout was called by Onteora, so an offensive timeout, trying to settle their offense together. Ellenville having a chance to stop play and go over their defensive scheme here, trying to stop them on the 1-yard line. So 3rd and goal, 3:27 to go in this opening quarter. .24 right now is in the backfield.
Yeah, Garigliano's on the field, trying to tell his guys to slide over.
Looks like he might be getting the snap. High snap. And he gets in for the touchdown.
Yep, got by his man that time.
Is that 24?
I think so. It was the 55 who couldn't stop his man. So that's Austin Sahlstrom.
Onteora run up the middle. Touchdown, Eagles.
I think it was 24. Yeah, he had the ball. Yep, 24 got the score.
It's 24 for the Onteora Eagles.
Jameer Mays.
They're going to go for 2 points here, as most high school teams traditionally will.
Yeah, very rarely you'll see him kick for the 1.
13 back behind center. He's going to try to run to the outside. Is he going to try to get there?
Oh, he
leaps for it, and he just got it in.
That was impressive.
Runs to the outside, and the 2-pointer is good.
He was on his way down, and he had to stretch those arms out and just get the ball to clip that orange post, and he did. Fair play to him.
Amazing athleticism there by Chase Madison, making the score 8-0.
Yep, so the Eagles lead here at Ellenville High School. You can go behind me if you want, Jay. Might have a bit more slack if you go that way. So coaches for Ellenville won't be happy. Your Blue Devil coaches are Dan Kavanaugh, assisted by Andy Garigliano and Pat Wardinsky. And they won't be pleased, but they have plenty of time, obviously, to come back and get into this game. You can use the wireless mic if you want, Jack. You can grab a wireless and then just turn it on, turn it off when you need to. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
So another kickoff for Onteora. .324 to go here in the first quarter.
Is that 27 with the kickoff? 27
Is,
goes with the deep kickoff. It does get a nice bounce for Ellenville. And that's Dyron Laurel trying to get around here, and he's going to get down at around the 41-yard line. So good field position for the Blue Devils.
It's Emmett Stellavato, number 27 with the kick. As you mentioned, Ellenville's number 1, Dyron Laurel.
There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a face mask call.
Onteora.
It's going to be on Onteora, so that'll move the ball up for Ellenville once again. So amazing field position.
And, maybe the 27, number 7 did the foul. That's William Barron, 11th grader, with the face mask on Dyron. I want to give a big shout out to our tech crew, camera crew here today, bringing you your pictures for YouTube. Shout out to Peter, to Cameron, to Manny, and to
It's a 5-yard penalty on
and one more that I can't remember right in a second. What's your name? Remind me. Melanie. There we go. Shout out to Melanie. My mind drew a blank. The number 6 is brought down.
It's Cage Burns running up the middle. He does get past midfield. It'll bring up 2nd and short for the Blue Devils. Cav loves that run play from the quarterback. 2nd and 5 at the 48.
Yep, clock ticking. 2:50 to go. Ellenville down by a score. We will get you some shots off the scoreboard as the game progresses.
Runs it once again. It looks like that's number 5.
Yeah, nice running from 5.
I think that might be Cody. It is Cody Randazzo. And that will bring up a first down for the Blue Devils. Nice run there.
Yeah, Randazzo comes to take a little break. Clock is ticking. 2:10 to go in the first quarter.
That's Cage Burns in the backfield. Taking the snap under shotgun. In the backfield is Laurel, and they're going to hand it off to him up the middle. He's going to get some yardage. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, well, still not down. There he goes. He ran into a heap of trouble down the middle, and that's when the flag started to come out.
Let's see the call. Since it was up the middle, it honestly could be anything on either team.
Timeout being called, I think. Number 1 limps away a little bit, Laurel. Yep, Dyron Laurel's going to take his helmet off and come to the sidelines for a minute or two.
We'll see the athletic trainer.
Yep, Jay Mosley, shout out to him. Jabari Mosley, Ellenville's athletic trainer, on hand to make sure no one is hurt too seriously.
All right, so it is 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. So they get the penalty there.
Who is it against?
I have no clue.
Another face mask on Onteora.
So they're at the 35-yard line now. Awesome field position for the Blue Devils to try to get this game tied up. Cage Burns running it up the middle. He's going to get down at around the 32, 33-yard line.
Solid tackle from Chase Madison, the 13. Put him on his back.
So it'll bring up 2nd and about 8 for...
First down.
Oh, first down.
He only had a yard to go.
Oh.
After the penalty.
Oh. Never mind then. 2nd and short, they get the first down. Nice run by Cage Burns. It was a nice run nonetheless.
Yeah. Solid charge. Finally was able to break a player or two and actually find some yards.
1st and 10 from the 31. We're approaching 1 minute left to go in this opening quarter. Cage Burns in shotgun. That's number 9. Staying on his feet.
Triple
might
tackle.
lose a couple yards there. Number 9 getting the handoff from the backfield, and that is Dylan Mosier.
Yeah, he was triple teamed in the end. I think the 23 was in there, the 24. Jameer Mays is 24.
Second and 11, so they lose a yard. Time still ticking. Dara Laurel's back on the field, so it's got checked up by the athletic trainer. As we have 22 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Cage Burns coming into motion is number 3. Chucks it, and that's going to be
22.
caught. Nice catch there, and I believe that's 26 with the catch.
Or was it 22, Josh Ramirez?
Let's see. Looks like 22. So that was Josh Ramirez with a nice play, and that'll bring up another first down if they move the chains. The final seconds of this quarter are ticking. Let's see if they go with another play.
I think they'll probably let the buzzer hit here.
Looks like they will let this one go out.
So that brings us to our first quarter break.
That is the end of the first quarter. The Onteora Eagles lead 8-0. All right, so we head to the second quarter. Again, Onteora is up 8-0. So Onteora predominantly had a lot of time of possession in that opening quarter, but the Ellenville Blue Devils find themselves in awesome field position to score as they're inside Onteora's 20-yard line. So they have a good chance of tying this one up.
Yeah, of the 12-minute quarter that you get here at high school football. In fact, let me just tell them upstairs. Can we get a shot of the scoreboard, please? In a 12-minute quarter, the first 8 minutes was all Onteora, a long drive, and then Ellenville had 4 minutes to try to get back down the other end, and they've gotten close now. They're going
to the scoreboard.
They got fairly close down here at the end here, so they've had not as much of the ball, but they haven't needed as much to get, and that was a high risk, high reward play there at the end of the quarter.
All right, we got it. All right.
They got a shot. There you go. So there
we go.
There's the score for our viewers on YouTube and Channel 20 in the future. It is 8-0 to the visitors Onteora, and we are awaiting the beginning of the second period. Lovely shot upstairs. Great shot of the scoreboard. Thank you very much. Again, shout out to Melanie, Manny, Peter, and Cameron. They are our tech crew tonight, along with yours truly, Mr. Buckler. And a big shout out to Jack, Mr. Jack Henry, the one and only, the legend, for being on the mic with me tonight, as you are most football games since freshman year, maybe even 8th grade, were you coming up here?
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Just for a couple of games. Last year was the big one.
The big one.
But we have another one here.
And now you're a senior, correct?
I am.
And they recognized the seniors prior to this game's start. We hope you caught that at the start of the YouTube broadcast. You can always go back and watch it. Seniors being recognized with their families. So we will resume the second quarter here. Ellenville, 1st and 10.
At the 17, they switch opposite field ends. So Cage Burns looking to throw. It was tipped. Good play by the Ellenville defense. Intended for Ramirez on a screen pass. It is incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And Jack, I'm just going to turn down that mic for when you make an announcement, because I know there was a little bit of feedback before, right?
Yes. Darren Laurel in the backfield. Cage Burns is in shotgun once again. Coming into motion is a man. Hands it off to Laurel. Gets around the outside. Is he going to get some yardage? He will. He gets to around the 10-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd and short. Gets to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Blue Devils picking right up where they left off before the quarter break.
Third and 6. So they only get 4 on that play. So that'll bring them down to the 13.
We should point out the reason why the Blue Devils are wearing pink socks is because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, they are honoring those, and they are also, it's a pink out game. So nice touch to it as well.
Yeah, a lot of fans wearing pink here in the stands. Are they going to get bumped? The ball is loose.
Onteora thinks they have it. Ellenville does get on top of it, but it'll be 4th down.
51 recovered there. That's Cassius Gray.
Ellenville can go 4 downs on this one, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and long.
So 4th and 12 for the Ellenville Blue Devils. Time still ticking in this quarter. Ellenville's got their huddle going. They have all 3 timeouts. Onteora only has 2 as they called one earlier on in the game.
Coach Cavanaugh trying to send in the 6 for somebody. Maybe not. Maybe the 6 is playing wide left. Referee.
They call a timeout. It looks like it'll be on Ellenville.
Yeah, I think Cavanaugh wants to sub in the 6 or switch in the 6, and he had to call a timeout in order to do that. Referees weren't going to just let him run out. We don't get to see a play clock, but is there a play clock in high school football? There must be a play clock, right?
It's 40 seconds in the live ball, 25 seconds dead ball. So this will be 25 seconds. The head ref has a counter on the side of him.
So thank you to the referee in the booth here.
Stand up and count when it gets to 10.
So it's 40 seconds on a live ball, 25 on a dead ball, and the referee does keep that time. So there is a play clock. Say we're not privy to see that, but there is a play clock, so you can't just spend forever making subs and waiting to snap the ball. Big shout out to the referee crew today. We have Chris Thorne, the crew chief. We have umpire Kevin Sibilia. We have head linesman Makia Downing, line judge Joe Scalacci or Chalace, and timer Rick Dominic. Here in the booth, is that you, Rick? And running the scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to start the clock. I want to make sure I do it right.
So with 10:17 to go, this is a big down, 4th and 12. Number 6 is going to think about throwing it off sides by the 3 on the far side, or a false start, I should say. Xavier Lasanta just got too keen to make that run, and then he was really frustrated with himself. So they will get a penalty for that. False start, pushing them back another 5 yards. So they're going to go, it's going to be 4th and 17. Now, I said it was 4th and long before. Now it's definitely 4th and long.
What was the penalty?
False start by the 3 on the far side as they were looking to do a throwing play, I think, with the 6. They're probably going to have to do that again. Now the 3 is switching over to the left.
He's got to go deep, and he's got a man. It's not going to be enough.
No, good defensive covering by the 13.
It's caught by Ramirez on 4th and 17 from the 25.
Yeah, he got to about 2 or 3 yards within that down, but not enough. Chase Madison with a great tackle.
Turnover on downs, Eagles ball, 1st down.
Yeah, Chase Madison for the Eagles making that crucial tackle to stop Ellenville before they could make a 1st down, or it would have been a 1st and goal.
From the 11. So Onteora is deep in their own territory. Ellenville, who had great field position to open the quarter, can't find the end zone as it remains an 8-0 score. Onteora gets the ball back.
Yeah, now it took them almost 8 minutes to get their first score on the board, so they've got 9 minutes 42 now to make their way down the field.
Watch the guy on the outside over here.
Oh, he's got a clean run. And Ramirez
brings him down. He will get the 1st down on that play.
Went underneath him.
Most likely. QB keep there. And they move the chains. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, he just saw a lane open up for him on the right side. And he took it for a 1st down. We'll resume on the 21-yard line here. It is a very mild night here in October. It's October the 3rd, but it doesn't really feel like October. It feels like almost like a late summer's night. Still pretty humid and warm out.
Yeah, beautiful night for football here. I checked the weather earlier in the week, and it looked like it was going to be freezing. Not so much. Deep throw here. Way too high for number 8. Looking for Berrien. Nowhere close to him. It'll bring up 2nd down for the Eagles.
Yeah, Xavier Lasanza was covering him. Clock is stopped at 8:51.
Yeah, the ball hit the ground.
And that stops the clock.
It will stop the clock. 2nd and 10, 8:51 to go. Oh, he was looking to go to the outside. Nowhere to go. He does get the ball out in time. They might call that intentional grounding. He was out of the pocket. Or it might be roughing the passer. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal man downfield.
Oh, an illegal man downfield. Looks like they will decline the penalty. It'll be 3rd down for the Eagles.
Replay the down. It still says 2nd down. Here we go.
All right, 3rd and 10 from the 21. Oh, they're going to bring it back to the 11.
Yeah, that is the penalty.
All right, so a 10-yard penalty for the illegal man downfield. 3rd and 10 at the 11-yard line for the 22. So 3rd and 22, long 22 for the Eagles. A man coming into motion in the backfield as 13 rolls out to his right, throws it down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 11. It'll bring up 4th and long, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, looking for Jaden Thiel, the 11, or the number 8 was also alongside him. There was 2 choices. That was Kyle Berrien. Couldn't find either one. And so you're right, that will be 4th down from deep in the field. So they're going to punt, or else they would give up the ball in a really dangerous position. Number 3 is going to be in the backfield for Blue Devils, Xavier Lasanza.
All right, the Eagles go 3 and out, so good stop on defense by the Ellenville Blue Devils. They have a man all the way downfield.
Good punt.
Good punt there. Number 3 looks like it went out of bounds. Or it stayed in bounds, but Onteora will down it at Ellenville's 46. So they're near midfield. Good field position, I would say, for the Ellenville Blue Devils to try to get back down the field and put some points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the Blue Devil crowd was happy with that performance.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 47, Ellenville's own 47, 8:17 to go in the half.
Yep, right around the halfway line. They got 8 minutes and 17 seconds to get a score on the board here and try and tie this game up.
Ramirez to the outside, Laurel in the backfield to, I believe that's Cage. His left, there's
Flag
a
on the
flag
play.
right away as Laurel's going to get some yardage on the play, but let's see what the flag is.
Let's see if it's another false start. Offsides.
False start on somebody or offside. All right.
I think on Ellenville.
It's a false start on the offense.
I wonder if it was I didn't really see it on the replay. No one seemed to move before the ball moved. I know a few plays ago, the number 3 was guilty of that, but this time it didn't look like it was him. So I'm not quite sure who made the false start.
All right, so it's 1st and 15 at the 41-yard line for the Ellenville Blue Devils. Again, they are only down by 8, so they did give up that touchdown on the opening drive. Couldn't find the end zone after going down the field. Got a nice offensive stop And here they are at roughly midfield trying to get into the end zone and put some points on the board, hopefully trying to tie this game before the end of the half.
Yeah, that penalty hurts. Now they got a long first and 15.
Coming into motion is Laurels. He's going to...
Oh, he dropped the
lost the
handoff.
ball. It looks like Onteora might have been the one to land on top of it.
70.
No, Ellenville does. It'll be second down, though.
Close.
And they're going to lose like 5 yards on that one.
Yep.
And it looks like somebody on Ellenville's down.
Ellenville just, the offense not connecting. Tried to hand off to the one, and the one just dropped it. I'm surprised, yeah, the Onteora player was right on top of him.
I don't know if I like that handoff. I mean, I like the play setup. Just trying to look for a run to the outside. It definitely could have got him a few yards, get him back to probably around at least the 45.
Yeah.
And here they are at a 2nd and 19, and they're going to run it up the middle. Cage Burns, nice run from him. He's going to get down to the 45, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 12 for the Ellenville Blue Devils. Under 7 to go in this second quarter.
Yep, gets a lot of the yards back, which they gave up on penalties and mistakes. But now they got 12 to go on the 3rd down.
Third and 12. We are halfway through the quarter. Cage Burns looking to throw.
No one. Oh,
looking for Conacher.
Yeah, 16.
Incomplete.
Nice idea. They're going to get the ball to do some of the yards here, but they're going to have to punt it, I think.
All right, 5:59 in the quarter. It's going to be 4th and 12. Let's see what they do on here. It is at the 45-yard line, so anything can happen here. Like,
yeah, Onteora puts a man deep.
who knows? It looks like they will go 3 and out, so got the punt.
Oh, mishit it. Goes right to the
Right,
side.
yeah, not good there.
To Coach Griggs, only got about 12 yards on the kick.
Not a good punt.
Nope, not what you want.
And that's Onteora's going to get it in Ellenville's territory, so.
That brings up memories of last year's kicker, who was a really, really good kicker for the Blue Devils, and of course that was Kwaku Bohen.
Yeah, playing football at Brockport now.
Yeah. He was a very good kicker the Blue Devils could rely on for a year, possibly 2 years. I think he played junior and senior year. And he also played soccer before that, so he was a decent kicker of the ball. And it meant in those situations, for the most part, he was an exceptional punt returner and kickoff player. And now Blue Devils don't have that in their locker.
Looks like a timeout's going to be called on Onteora, it looks like. That'll be their second timeout of the half.
Yep, so a little bit over halfway through this second quarter. 5:54 on the clock to get us to halftime. Ellenville coaches won't be too happy with the last few plays. Mistakes being made, fouls being made, and then a kickoff that wasn't that successful. Oh, Jack, you got some fans trying to get your attention here. You know, Jack, you know you must be doing something right when the commentator in the booth has his own fans. And, people want to say hi to the commentator. You must be doing something right. The coaches for Onteora, though, they will be happy so far. Mike Liverani is the head coach, assisted by Eric Madison, Orin Logan, and Dave Beloy, I think that is.
Here, let me see. Dave.
It's an A and an O, right?
Beloy, I would say.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not the person to ask for names, so.
No, it's just the text, the A and the O are very similar in that small font. But they'll be happy with the way things are going. Low-scoring game so far, but in Onteora's favor, and they have the ball now.
Coming into motion is 8, and they hand it to him. It's going to get down to around the 41-yard line, so it'll be second and about 4.
Yep, nice run by the 8, Kyle Berrien, 12th grader. representing the Onteora seniors on this senior night. There were quite a few seniors being recognized at the start of the game for Ellenville, which was really nice. Right down the center, he's going to get dragged back.
Wow. Big time first down inside the 30.
Ellenville relying on Josh Ramirez a lot in this game, and he made a good tackle there.
Time still ticking, so we approach 5 minutes left. 1st and 10. Ellenville's going to need to stop on defense.
Yeah, they are moving the ball on Onteora. First down, 5 minutes.
All right, snap. Looking to throw deep down the field. Too much mustard on the throw. Incomplete, 2nd down.
Looking for 10th grader Jameer Mays.
He had the play there.
Yeah, he was
right on the money.
Only a yard away from that ball dropping right into his arms, so the play was on.
Yeah, I don't think you could have thrown that ball any better. I don't think the route could have been any better, just a little too much.
Yeah, Mays just had to get like I said, a yard ahead of where he was before the throw was made.
Like I said, right on target, though.
Yeah, he was right on the money. Onteora enjoying themselves, I think. Mixing it up between throwing plays, running plays. Not over-reliant on any one player or any one style of play. Handoff.
Pitches it over to the outside 24. He's going to get down to the 25, 3rd and long.
Number 64, Elijah Brown with a big tackle there for Ellenville.
4.5 to go in the half. Under 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 7 at the 25. Screen pass to 24. Missed tackles. More missed tackles. Stiff arm. Down the sideline. Out of bounds. 1st and goal.
He just knocked over the Ellenville player. He tried the 5, I think it was.
It's number 3.
55 stopped him in the end.
Xavier Lasanta.
Yeah, the 5, Cody Randazzo, but then the 55 with the important tackle, Austin Sahlstrom. So 1st and goal, right on the 10.
1st and goal at the 10. Runs it himself, trying to look for a lane to the outside. Big tackle is going to get down to around the 3.
I see you getting your hot dog order in for halftime here, Jack.
Yeah, looks like it. Last one, too.
Now, you are a senior, right, Jack?
I am.
And this is a class of 26 fundraiser downstairs?
Yes.
Shout out to the class of 26. They're looking after you, Jack.
Yeah, there we go.
Just over
all right.
3 minutes.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. 3:05 to go and ticking. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he's in for the touchdown. Chase Madison up the middle for a touchdown, Eagles.
So they get 14 points on the board.
Not ideal for the Ellenville Blue Devils. They're going for 2 once again. 2:54 left. trying to find a lane. He's going to throw it, and he got it.
Nice catch.
Flag on the play, though.
Nice catch
So,
from the 11, but yet there is a flag.
we're awaiting the call. It looks like it's going to be an eligible man downfield on the offense.
So it won't count. Do it over?
No do-over.
Nope.
Oh,
They will do it
5
again.
yards.
5-yard penalty. And they'll repeat it because he caught it. That's why they'll play it over again. Apologies for the ASMR you might be hearing on Jack's microphone. You can wait till you swallow, Jack. It's all right. I got you covered. That's why there's two of us.
that was certainly a comment, Mr. B. All right, take 2. Looking to come into motion 24, screen pass. Looking to get the tackle, and he's going to fight to the goal line.
They're going to stop him.
And they're not going to get it.
So they will stop him. 2-point conversion.
All right. Ellenville ball, 14-0. Ellenville trying to get the ball, trying to score before the end of the first half. They do get the ball for the second half opening kickoff, so that is something worth noting. .754 here in Ellenville, New York. It is Friday, October 3rd. Beautiful evening for Friday Night Football. The home opener, once again, for the Ellenville Blue Devils. They are down 14-0.
Yep, not so beautiful if you're a Blue Devil fan. But still a nice night for a game, and nice for a night out.
They don't get the bounce they want on that kickoff, but Dyron Laurel does come up with it. And he has a lane trying to go to the other side. He gets down to the 41-yard line, so good run there from Laurel.
The 10 coming up from behind, Henry Fox, after he had initially gotten past him, gotten past a couple. Good run from Laurel. But the number 10 able to catch up with him and bring him down. So let's see what the Blue Devil offense and Coach Cavanaugh have up their sleeves. 2 minutes 46 to get something out of this half. They're down now by 2 scores, 14-0.
All right, Cage Burns in shotgun. Throws a screen to Ramirez.
Double teamed by the 24 and the 8.
Gets down to around the 47. So second and short as we approach 2.5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, Mays and Berrien with the tackles.
Second and 5.
There are 2 ninth graders on both teams' rosters altogether. So there's James Horvath, ninth grader for Ellenville, number 2. And for Onteora, don't think we've seen him yet, number 18 is Adam Summerstein, the only freshman on the roster sheets. Oh, he skips to the ground. It looks like he's a little bit disappointed there, like he knew he could have kept on going. He had the momentum, but once your knees touch the ground, play's dead. That being said, Ellenville's number 2, James Horvath. Do you see number 2 out there? He might not
No,
be,
he's hurt.
He might not be playing. He's hurt right now. There are a couple of other notable injuries for the Blue Devils.
Right? I see one freshman for both of these teams.
Yep.
Obviously, James.
But I believe Ryan Conklin would normally be playing. He's injured for Ellenville.
Lasanta coming into motion. That's a false start. That's got to be a false start on Onteora, I would assume.
Yeah, applause from the 62. That's Lucas Grenier.
55 on the defense.
Luca's the tallest player out there, as he has been for a couple of years. And he's still the tallest player for Ellenville. Number 64 looks pretty tall as well. That's Elijah Brown.
All right, 3rd and 2 from the 44, 1:14 to go. Cage Burns. Looks like he got it. He runs it a little bit to the outside.
Might be inches short. Get the chain gang out.
Looks like they're not moving, so it's 4th and inches.
Yeah, very tight.
Ellenville's going to call the timeout. 1:06 to go in the half. Let me just remind you that next week's game for Ellenville, the homecoming game, will be against the team they lost to in the Section 9 playoffs last year, the Pauling Tigers.
Yeah, and next week is Homecoming Spirit Week from October 6th until October 10th. We've got on Monday, October 6th, music shirts. On the 7th, Tuesday, Tacky Tourist. On Wednesday, Pajama Day. On Thursday, Teacher-Student Swap. And on Friday, next Friday, October 10th, Pep Rally Day. Be sure to wear your class colors. And there will be, as you mentioned, another home game that day, which we will be covering live on YouTube yet again. Now, do you take part in these Spirit Week days, Jack, if you can?
I am a part of the pep rally. I will be down on the field again this year.
What about these different themed Spirit Days?
So fun fact, we actually have teams for our grade that we're doing competitions against. So I will definitely be participating one of these days. Which one am I participating in? I'm not sure yet. I know there's a couple that I'm not because I don't have those things. But
like you might not have pajamas.
Oh, you're never going to see that. I'm just telling you right now.
6 goes down
short.
Can't make it on the 4th down. Number 6 gets up and runs back. He's disappointed. And the Onteora crowd on the far side get on their feet. They're applauding that play. They knew how big that was to stop Ellenville just at the halfway line, just before the halfway line, in fact. So it's going to be Onteora's ball on the 48. Sorry, 48. So big stop right there from Onteora. At this rate, Ellenville will not get on the scoreboard with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's get a scoreboard shot when you can.
All right, 1st and 10 at Ellenville's 48-yard line.
Now, Onteora could really rub salt in the wounds if they can get another score here in 1 minute.
13 is going to throw deep, and he's
Good
got
catch.
it. What a catch by 24. Breaking another tackle. He doesn't go down. Gets down into around the 5-yard line. Big-time first down for the Onteora Eagles.
Jameer Mays with an incredible catch and run. And I said it would be rubbing salt in the wounds. They had a minute to get downfield. They did it in 10 seconds. They got the majority of the distance down the field. And Ellenville's half goes from bad to worse here. It might be about to get even worse, as they call a timeout, I think. Got to try and stop the rot here. 2 scores down, staring at the face of a third. It's going to be a tough 42 seconds here. Probably less than that for Ellenville. Credit to Onteora, though. They're capitalizing and making good plays. Now, you said Onteora is coming into this game 3-1? 3-0. 3-0. So they're undefeated coming into this game. Even though, as you say, they play all their games typically on afternoon, daylight.
Yes.
But
They won. Okay, let me just say right now. They went to Livingston Manor on the 13th and won 60-0. They were at home versus Pine Plains and won 32-0. And then they were at home against Millbrook and miraculously won 24-22.
Tight game, the last one. So, right. 42 seconds to go until half.
All right, 42 seconds to go. 14-0.
Well, coaches can only do so much. It's the players on the field who have to dig them out of holes and get them some points on the board and make some stops. In this case, can they get a stop? 13 bounces back.
He's going to go to the outside, and there's a flag thrown.
Flying tackle.
Right now, it is a touchdown, but let's see what the flag is.
Naseem Howard came flying in there. Crackback.
Right.
No touchdown.
So it'll be a penalty against Onteora. The touchdown does not stand. There's 35 seconds to go.
Jack, have you heard that term before? Crackback?
I have never. I've watched football for how many years now?
How old am I? Are you 18? You 18 yet, Jack?
In June.
18 in June. So you've been watching football for less than that, I imagine.
Oh, I don't even remember the first game I watched. It was a long time ago. I think it's been 11 years now that I've watched football. And in those 11 years, I've never heard of a crackback. So, interesting.
Yep, penalty on the play.
Brings it back to the 17-yard line. So a 10-yard penalty against Onteora coming from behind his 24. Looking to fake the throw. Goes deep and finds a wide open number 8 for the touchdown. As Onteora just tacks on another 6 points.
Yeah, Kyle Berrien.
Kyle Berrien, 17-yard throw, touchdown for the Eagles.
And they did indeed rub salt in the wound.
20-0 with 29 seconds left. Not a great half from the Blue Devils offense whatsoever.
Well, and the rate of offense is rapidly increasing here. It took them 8 minutes to get their first touchdown. It took them 4 minutes to get their second. It took them 1 minute to get their third.
As he tries to run up around the middle, it is no good. 20-0. Blue Devils have 29 seconds left to try to go down the field and score before the end of the first half. They do get the second half kickoff, so it would be very ideal if Ellenville can score somehow in these 29 seconds and then try to score again in the second half. But again, ultimately it depends on whether or not they can get the offense down the field and if they can be able to run an efficient offense to get down the field.
Yeah, 29 seconds, not long. To be fair, Onteora started that play at 1 minute 4 seconds, and they got a touchdown within 33 seconds or 36 seconds. So it can be done, but Ellenville's offense just needs to click. Got to keep their heads up. Onteora, their heads are up. They're bouncing. They're having a lot of fun out there, trying to add to their unbeaten start to the season. Ellenville looking for only their second win, and this would be their first win that wasn't by forfeit. And the home crowd are definitely here in support. Good numbers out tonight. As we said, it's a nice night for a game, so lots of people out in support. And they want to see something. And they will get behind the team if the team gives them something to get behind. Good kick.
To around the 15, and there's Laurel trying to get some space. Runs up the middle, cuts to the outside, stiff arm, another stiff arm, and he's down at around the 47-yard line. So with 20 seconds left, good field position, but now they're going to need another 53 to try to get down the field and score. Let's see if they can do it. They have one timeout, so it's not impossible.
11, Jaden Thiel with a big tackle finally bringing him down, but excellent running on the kickoff return. Made a lot of distance. So they will get the ball back on their own 48, which was where we were about a minute ago when they had that fourth down, which they couldn't complete. So now they have 1st and 10 with 20 seconds to go. And they got to go all the way down. So they got a man deep on Onteora because they might do a throwing play here. He looks to the left. Going to get tagged.
Oh, he gets around.
He's going to get
Oh, there's
now.
like 5 guys on Onteora going after him.
Yeah.
That's going to be a sack for number 13, and that's going to be the final timeout called by the Ellenville Blue Devils. 11 seconds. Not a great play whatsoever.
No, Chase Madison with the tackle, but the 6 with the ball in his hands, he got through one tackle, and you thought, all right, so he broke a tackle. Now what's he going to do? And he just looked around, couldn't find anything to do with it. is Cage Burns, the number 6, and he yet couldn't find a pass that was on, and rather than just launch it to the sidelines, which would be intentional grounding if it's too obvious. That's the rule there?
If it's in the pocket, then it would be. But if he's trying to escape pressure, then I think throwing out of bounds. I don't think there would have been anything there. I think there had to been a receiver nearby. But considering the circumstances of that, I don't think it would have been intentional grounding. I think that would have been the smart play.
Right, just to launch it out and not get sacked.
And here they are. They lost they're like 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 15.
The 11 seconds on the board. No timeouts remaining. It's going to have to be a big play.
All right, 11 seconds left to go. 2nd and 15. Cage Burns in shotgun. He's going to have to throw. He's no other option to. Chucks it deep. He's got a man. Ramirez almost intercepted on the play.
So close. 4 seconds remain. The ball hits the ground. The clock will stop. Yep, the 22 Ramirez was the intended target. Jaden Thiel, number 11, got in his way. Did very good defensive pressure to block number 22 there. And so Ellenville will try it one more time because they've got to make a clean throw, a clean catch, and then they've got to go another, based on how far he can throw, another 35 yards if he was even to catch that ball, based on how far Burns can throw it.
All right, so 3rd and 15 at the 43. 4 seconds to go. This is the final play, again, of the half. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do here. They're going to have to throw. I mean, I can't imagine them wanting to run the play here. I know they have Dyron Laurel to Cage's left in the backfield, but let's see. He runs to the outside. Screen pass Ramirez. Oh, what a play here. Laurel.
Buzzer goes as he goes out of
Gets
bounds.
Tackled out of bounds. Nice play there. The lateral from behind. Not enough, though, as that is the end of the first half. That is the end of the first half. The score, Onteora 20, Ellenville 0. 15-minute half. Go check out the concession stand.
Yep, so we will take a break here in the booth after a very entertaining, but sadly for the Blue Devils at least, not a good one for them. They are 20 points down with no points on the board. And so we will be back for the second half.
It is worth noting, too, that Ellenville will get the second half kickoff. Eagles as we start the second half. Alongside Mr. Buckler, I'm Jack Henry. Welcome back to the booth. So, Mr. Buckler, thoughts on the first half?
First half, very disappointing from a Blue Devil perspective. They held Onteora to a slow first score. It took them about 8 minutes, and then it was their turn, and they did fairly well with their first drive. Not good enough. They got right down towards the end zone after the first quarter break, but couldn't make it count, and then it was Onteora's ball again. They took 4 minutes to get another score on the board, and then Ellenville made some sloppy mistakes on their second possession to get the ball right back inside their own half. And then Onteora made a touchdown. Well, Onteora were stopped, I believe, on their third drive. Blue Devils couldn't get it back and do anything with their ball. And then Onteora had a minute to score, and they made it count. They got a third touchdown with just 1 minute remaining on the clock. Or inside the last minute, I should say. So disappointing if you're a Blue Devils fan. Kudos to Onteora for absolutely doing what they came here to do, which was put some nice plays together, get some scores on the board, and they deservedly so. You have to say they deserve their 0-20 halftime score here. They earned it. Blue Devils need to work on theirs.
This is the beginning of the second half. All right, once again, Ellenville will receive the second half kickoff. Ellenville's got a lot of work to do to try to get back in this one. They are down 3 possessions. Coach. I know. All right, this is the beginning of the second half. Kickoff from Onteora. All right, and spin move from number 0. He lost the ball, but Ellenville gets back on top of it. Would have been a disaster for the Blue Devils. Number 0, which is Nassim Howard. Ellenville's going to start deep in their own territory. All right. 1st and 10. The 24. Run up the middle. Cage Burns. He's going to get down to around the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 5 for the Ellenville Blue Devils. A little run through the middle. Not going to get much yardage there. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm back on the mic.
All right.
Just getting our camera crew set up for the second half here. A little changeover in personnel. Minute and a half
Coming into motion is 3. Sorry about that, Mr. B.
Oh, you're good.
Trying to run another play. Nothing there. I think that was Randazzo under center. It's going to be 4th down. Nothing going on offense for Ellenville at all. Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a long night for the Blue Devils. They're not making too much happy contact, connections, I should say, with their offense. They're not clicking. That's a better punt. Can't quite get it to the halfway line.
And Onteora is going to have good field position to open up the quarter.
So shout out to our crew upstairs. We have Manny, Cameron, and Melanie. This is Mr. Buckler, and obviously alongside me is Jack Henry, class of 2026. And in fact, we'll read off the next break in play, maybe the seniors who were recognized before today who are out there. Hand off to the 13.
Yeah.
Slam
He
down.
lost the ball.
Number 5 is Clappin. Ramirez with the important tackle.
Ellenville thinks they have it.
This could be an important stroke of fortune, or at least earned fortune by the Blue Devils here. If they can get it their way.
No.
No. Denied.
Onteora ends up back on top.
So the seniors who were recognized before today's kickoff were number 16, Jonathan Conacher, number 7, Walter Ganga, number 51, Cassius Gray, number 58, Patrick Nolan, number 22, Joshua Ramirez, number 55, Austin Solstrom, and number 8, James Stein. Those are the class of 2026 seniors on the field, or at least on the field or on the bench.
.13 in shotgun, low snap there. 24 gets the pitch to the outside, and he's getting a lot of yardage. 10-5 touchdown.
Yep.
24 once again. He's having himself a night.
Jameer Mays.
Jameer Mays run to the outside. 34-yard touchdown for the Eagles. 26-0, 9:01 to go in the third.
Yeah, really nice play by Onteora yet again, just finding that channel down the right side. And it goes from bad to worse here at the start of the second half.
Run up the middle for the quarterback, and he looks like he's going to get it. He does.
2 more on the board. Going to put it to 28 to 0.
As Mr. B said, going from bad to worse for the Ellenville Blue Devils. As there's 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's going to be a real uphill battle for these Blue Devils. Don't count them out just yet. There's a lot of game left to be played. Looks like somebody's hurt on the play. Hopefully he's all right.
So there is your close-up of the injured player. Not sure which number it is. Are you sure? Do you know which one it is, Jack?
Oh, I can't see.
They lift into his legs. He's on his own feet, number 9.
Still a Mosier. He gets up, limping off the field.
See Devin Kraft out there assisting Jabari Mosley, Kavanaugh, and Grigliano to review Dylan and his status. So a slight respite in the play. So Ellenville, long way back now from 28 down. They will get the ball. But we're starting to get into the point of no return here. If they don't stop and get a point or two on the board, this is going to be a loss for sure. Good kick. Oof. Hit in the field, 7 on the 14.
That's Xavier Lasanta with the return. He gets to about the 30-yard line.
Waltaganga, the 7. There's a big hit on the 14, Julian Bovee. Trying to give Lasanta some yards to run into. And the concession stand is selling out downstairs, which is a good thing. Not too much left of all the things they brought. They're out of hot dogs, out of meatballs.
Oh, wow. Yeah, chicken parm was their special, so.
I think they're sold out of that too.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked.
It's like just candy, soda, and drinks maybe left.
All right, a handoff, and he's going to get some yardage. It's Dyron Laurel up the middle. Gets to about the 33-yard line, so that'll be second and about 6. Time winding down. Under 9 minutes to go in the third. 2nd and 7. He's only going to get 3 on the play, so he'll be down at the 33.
Number 1 comes out like he's hurt.
It's Dyron Laurel. Got hurt early on in the game, so he's been dealing with a little bit of an injury throughout the game. He's playing through it, though.
Yeah, he's an important player for Ellenville. I'll have to go without him here on this second down.
Looks like they're going 4 wide. Oh, what a play by the defense. Number 52.
Slapped out of the air by Martin Berman.
Yeah, looking for the screen pass there. Couldn't get anything there. 3rd and 7. They're going to need to go downfield for this one. If they want to get any chance of getting back into this one, they're going to need to get some yardage down the field, because right now what they're doing with the screens currently is not working. The defensive line for Onteora is just getting to them.
And shout out to the 14 viewers we have on YouTube watching this game live. We appreciate you. This game available on YouTube anywhere where YouTube is available. Phones, laptops, televisions, all over the country, all over the world.
Coming into motion with Lasanta. Cage Burns is going to run up the middle. Not going to get much there. He's going to get to around the 37, which is going to bring up 4th and about 2. So 4th and short. They could go for this if they wanted to.
He almost ran into his own man there. The 55 got in his way, it seemed. That was the route he was trying to run.
Only going to get to the 37, so it is 4th and 2.
Is that Mr. Coach Wilson there bringing out some more drinks?
Looks like it.
That's your track coach, correct?
Yes, cross country. We have a race up at Saratoga tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
The bus leaves at 7, so it's going to be night for me after this one, isn't it? So, long day for us, but I'm excited.
There's the
punt. Blocked
blocked,
punt.
8
right
catches.
to number 8.
Oh, a great
Down
tackle.
to the 40.
An absolutely.
Conacher with the tackle.
Yeah, critical tackle by Conacher, else he was off and running. Could have even got a score on the punt return. But you mentioned earlier, Jack, that the track team is having a good season, right? As in there are results, like in
yes, our cross
team
country.
results?
Yes, for dual meets and whatnot, our record currently sits at 7-1. So
That's excellent.
we've had a phenomenal season so far. We have an amazing group of players. We have 7 seniors on the team, so
Wow.
the team is really much going out with a bang.
How many players total on the cross? This is cross country, right?
We have like 11 players, so a good chunk of our team
Seniors,
is predominantly seniors. But
This is cross country?
yes,
Yeah. Long distance running,
yes,
outdoors.
oh yeah. Or as our coach would say, yeah, buddy. Anyways, first down for Onteora. They're going to get a run to the outside. QB keep. And he's going to get around 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down.
How did your cross country team do last season, Jack?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember. They didn't start out the year 7-1, but for the years that I've been on the team, it's been growth. So our first year, we weren't the best, but we showed a lot of promise, especially in the month of October. And then the year after, we built off of that, got even better last October, and here we are going into October this year with a 7-1 record, and October is usually when we run our best. So the sky's the limit for this team. I'm really excited to see how they can do this month.
Oh, he went for the handoff. He wasn't there.
Play action there. He's going to try to throw it to the outside out of bounds. Couldn't get anything there. 3rd and 7. 6:12 to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the 13 quite, unless that was the way it was supposed to go, but it almost looked like he turned to give the ball to someone and no one was there. So he's like, oh, I guess I will run this ball. And he quickly had to get his skates on and start running, unless that was obviously the intention. Like a fake handoff. But there was no way that you could mistake the handoff for being a fake out because he wasn't even facing the player. Now, what's the end game for cross country? If you win enough games, you'll become champions, or you go into like a tournament? How does that work?
So there's invites for M-Halls and sections. So you went from there. Mm-hmm. The dual meets just go to your record. They don't really count towards anything. There's invitationals that you have to qualify for in order to go to state. Sort of, Yep.
13th throw
matters.
down the center. Couldn't find anybody.
Yeah, he was looking for a receiver. Trying to go for the slant, but good defense there by Ellenville. It's going to be 4th down. 4th and 7 to be exact, with 6:07.
And where's your meet tomorrow, Jack?
At Saratoga.
Saratoga. Well, that's a couple hours away. Yeah, 28-0. 6 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock in this third quarter. Ellenville's defense doing a little bit better, but damage done already by Onteora Eagles.
3 and out.
Ellenville needs to get something to turn. Number 24 fakes the punt.
Oh, no. Oh, he's not going to get anything there, though. So good play by the defense, and they will get it with 6 minutes exact. So halfway through the quarter, Ellenville will get it at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a play you don't see very often. The 24 caught the ball as if to punt it. That's Jameer Mays. And then just said, no, I'm not going to punt it. I'm actually going to try to run this. And now he's down, and it looks like he's got some cramp they're going to try to assist him with. But again, when you're 28 up, 6 minutes left in the third quarter, you can afford to take some risks, take some chances, because you've already got a healthy lead.
Yeah, 18 minutes to go in this one, up by 28. What could possibly go wrong?
For the Eagles?
Of course. What could go wrong? They should have this in the bag, right?
They should, but...
They should. You never know.
You never know. This game can turn in the space of like 3 minutes. You can get 2 scores on your board.
I definitely can't see that.
But can we see that happening for Blue Devils? Probably not.
I would love to hope. I would love to hope.
Right, based upon tonight's game so far, their offense just hasn't been clicking. It's not as if they've been, well, they got close one time to the end zone, and they couldn't make it count, and that's the only time they've even been down close to the end zone. Every other time they've been stopped by the half. So
yeah, at this point, we're going to have to go back to last year with our reverse jinxing to say Onteora's got this one in the bag.
Okay, so Onteora has this one in the bag. They've won the game. How's that? Is that reverse jinx?
Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
As we are, the Jameer is still down there. Jameer Mays, number 24, still getting stretched out, so the Blue Devils taking a knee. But I think he's up on his feet now, so just give him a moment. But the 52, he's doing some entertaining stretches out there.
It's been all over the field, Jameer Mays. I think he has like 2 or 3 touchdowns already of the 4.
Yeah, if it stays like this, Ellenville will fall to, 1-4?
1-4.
And Onteora will improve to
4-0.
4-0. And with a record like that, they should be looking towards the postseason with an unbeaten season going on. Now, is this a division game, do you know, Jack?
It is.
Yeah.
So far as I know, the teams in our division are Pauling, Onteora. I can't remember the other one. Lasanta in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Laurel to the outside. He's going to try to get some yardage. Not going to get much. He lost the ball, and Onteora is going to get it.
4 guys closed on him.
Number 11 with the play, I believe, right? So number 11, Dante Guido.
Yeah,
all right.
Alongside 85, 3 and 8. 85 skips off the field.
Fumble recovery by number 11, Dante Guido. First turnover for the Onteora Eagles. Their ball at the 38. Yeah. Short yard for the Eagles at the 36-yard line. 5:51 to go in this quarter. They get their first turnover of the game. They have the ball up 28-0. Let me remind you, they did win 60-0 in their first game and then 32-0 in the next one. So Onteora does have a history this year of winning by a lot of points, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the offense, so that'll move them back around 5 yards, 1st and 15 to the 41-yard line.
So, yeah, do you know, earlier we were talking about which players are missing for Ellenville. There's a couple of injuries, right?
Yes.
Or at least players who normally would be out there but are not out there. Who else is missing from Ellenville? You know?
Oh, I have no idea. I know James Horvath is hurt. I know Ryan is hurt. And there's another one, I believe. Nicholas Tapia is hurt.
Number 24 picks it up.
Run to the outside once again. He's going to get a first down. Plenty more. 10-5 touchdown. 24. He was just hurt just a second ago. Gets back in the end zone. Jameer Mays, 41-yard touchdown run.
Yep, good play by him.
And it's 34-0.
Right, cramped up just a couple minutes ago. His teammates spent a couple minutes working on that cramp, and looks like they did the job because his legs were working just fine right there. Puts yet another score on the board for Onteora, 34-0. And there's a nice shot of the scoreboard. Nice work upstairs. And this game goes from bad to worse to ugly for Ellenville. Home crowd.
24 gets the snap, trying to run to the outside. Was he looking to throw? Oh, wow.
Wide
Runs
open.
all the way to the other side, and he's going to get in with no problem.
And he even comes to a standstill just on the inside of the line. That's how much space he had. He's like, I don't need to run any further than the line itself. That would be enough.
That was a good route there by number 24, Jameer Mays.
Yeah, having a good game. Same cannot be said for Ellenville's defense. And at this point, now it's just damage control, you feel. Down by 36 points. Still 5 minutes in this quarter and a whole nother quarter to go.
Oh, goodness.
They're just wishing this could be over at this point. They don't
just get some points on the board.
Right, they got to try to give the home fans something to cheer about here. Even if it's just a score or two. At some point, I mean, they don't have a huge bench on tour, but at some point when the score gets really one-sided, you can start to swap out your main players, give them a break, play some of the younger guys, give them some minutes on the field.
I think Ellenville needs to try something new for this remainder of the game. They're down by, 5 possessions now? See what you can do here. Avoid any other possible injuries. And a run up the middle here. And that's number 0, 40, 30, 20, 10. Gets down to the 5. And there is the home crowd.
Nassim Howard with a huge run. And we said that the crowd just wanted something to cheer about, and that's what they just got. Even though they're down 36 points, the crowd went wild, and even all the bench there gave him a huge high five. Everybody giving Nassim a high five there.
First and goal at the 4 now. Now they just need to punch it in, get some points on the board.
Yep, terrific run by Ellenville 0. 11th grader, Nassim Howard. And that's the biggest cheer we've heard all night. Can they get it over the line? First and goal. Fakes to the right, going to get slammed by the 13.
Second and goal.
Yes, he'll lose some yards there. Chase Madison with a good tackle. Number 6.
You try to get a short pass here. Try to get it to around the 1 yard. This is what I would do. I'd throw it to around the sideline at around the 2 yard line. Get the outside slant. This is just me drawing up a play here, but just the run to the outside, it doesn't work right now. And it just seems like the screen passes don't work either, so they're going to have to try something.
Does the quarterback have an earpiece so that he can hear Coach Cav?
I don't think so. These helmets aren't, like, professionally trained, like,
So
in the
who's
NFL.
Coach Cav talking to? His fellow coaches? There's a throw to the side. 22.
Oh, he lost. No, they're going to call him down by contact.
He was focused so much on making sure he didn't drop the ball that he couldn't get his feet down and then start to run. 22, Josh Ramirez.
They're going to mark it incomplete.
Just a little bit high above him. He just had to, stop his run, try to catch it, not drop it. Yeah, he just didn't quite get a catch, but there was a guy right there ready to take him out. So Ellenville, again, the offense just not connecting the way they need to. They're being held up here at the 6 yard line. They did all that hard work to get down the end, but can they get the last 4 yards? As we mentioned, the hardest yard, the longest yard is the last yard, and Ellenville unable to get it yet tonight.
Third and goal at the 6 yard line. Looks like a timeout's going to be called.
Coach Kavanaugh sends his board flying. Wow.
He's not happy.
Not at all. Coach Kavanaugh desperately unhappy about something. Extremely frustrated. Huge sign of frustration there from Coach Kavanaugh. As he knows, his team is, 3rd down and 6. They're right at the end. 3rd and goal here.
They're looking like they might.
They might not get it, right? And
yeah.
It's just like, come on, guys. This is it.
This is like the golden opportunity. Like, they've had some opportunities to score. They've had some opportunities to score, but this is the premium opportunity. They had first down at inside the 10, and here they are on 3rd down calling a timeout just to try to get a play, hopefully to work.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, this is what you would call the red zone, right? When you're this close. First
inside the
goal.
20 yards is the red zone.
And Ellenville have only been in it once prior in this game, and they didn't make it count. This is only their second venture into the red zone, and they got to make it count. You got to make your forays into the red zone count. Otherwise, you're just not going to win football games. I wonder what the conversion rate is on a 1st and goals.
All right, Cage Burns
takes some step back.
Throws in the middle.
He's going to get
to John Conacher, and he's going to be marked short. He's only getting 2 yards on that one.
He might be at the 3. Might have cut the distance in half. But
yeah, at the 3. 4th and goal. They're going to have to go for it here.
Well, yeah, nothing else to do. You don't see many field goal attempts at high school level football, although that would be an option, but not for Ellenville. When you're down by 36, you need points on the board. And they are 3 yards away from a touchdown. Can they make it? Coach Kavanaugh's papers have been picked up, I think, so he's hopefully reconvened himself. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 4th and goal at the 3.
Number 6.
Yeah, that was a false start.
By who?
It's a touchdown, but honestly, I think it was on us. I'm not even going to lie. Let's see. The call right now is a touchdown. Who caught it? I didn't even see. Is that Xavier Lasanta with the ball right now, number 3? Can't even see it.
I think it was the 3 who caught it. Let's see what the call is.
I think it was a false start. It was before the play, I believe. It looks like Lasanta. It is a touchdown.
It'll be touchdown Ellenville.
Here we go. Ellenville touchdown. Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Ellenville's on the board.
Yep, give the crowd something to cheer about. Christian Zielinski running upstairs. He's an injured player, I believe. Blue Devils showing their support and their pride for their players. So they got 6 points back. Only 30 more to go. 3 minutes and 8 seconds in this quarter.
All right, they're going for 2. Trying to cut this deficit down as much as they can. The 2-point conversion.
Nope.
What is that play call? There was a brief hesitation on that one. He hands it off right up the middle. The defense is right there, and it's no good. Onteora gets it back up by 30.
So Ellenville with the touchdown, not the 2-point conversion. They get 6 on the board to make it 36-6.
It is 8:58. There we go. 3:08 to go in the third. 36-6 in favor of Onteora. Ellenville just gets a touchdown on 4th and goal.
Thank you.
So Ellenville starting to heat up. They got to keep that momentum going. They got time. Do they have enough time? And let's see how Onteora responds. That's the first points Onteora's conceded today. And they did it when they were up 36-0, now 36-6. So let's see how they respond. We're still a 30-point advantage. Will they be rattled, or will they just go down the field and get another score?
Yeah, this game hasn't been too kind for the Blue Devils at all tonight. Here's the kickoff. It is a deep kickoff to number 8 at the 20-yard line. He's got 3 Blue Devils going after him. Gets brought down immediately
By Patrick Nolan, the 58. Good stop.
First and 10 at the 27. All right, first and 10 at the 27. Number 8 with the handoff. He's got a lot of room to run. First down and plenty more. It's a foot race. Oh, he's beating everybody. That is a 73-yard touchdown from number 8. There are no flags at all. Number 8, light and day there.
Kyle Berrien.
Kyle Berrien, 73-yard run for the touchdown for the Onteora Eagles. 42-6. .240 to go in this quarter. It's past 9 o'clock, too, so usually these games end around this time. So, fun fact for you.
Fun fact.
I would think.
Yeah, 9 o'clock local time. They're only about 2 hours, sometimes a little more, but you're right. We got a whole other quarter to go here. It's been a few stoppages here and there. Well, Onteora answered my question, how they're going to respond.
And it looks like they are going to get it. So 44-6.
So that's how they responded to conceding a score, was to go down
73 yards.
Right, the longest touchdown return, or longest touchdown run, I should say, of the game. 73 yards. It's like rattling a hornet's nest. Maybe Ellen will finally get the point back, and they say, "Oh no, we're not gonna stand for that." That's going to hurt the Blue Devils. Do all that hard work, get some points on the board, down by 30, and now rocked back. And they made the 2-point conversion. So,
and just to think, Ellenville thought they had a shot at winning this game. So, looking at the score now, down 38. It's not even the end of the. It's not the end of the third quarter. Ellenville thought they had a shot at winning this game. They're down 38. Look, what's the message to the team? What would you say right now?
Can we call a forfeit? No, I'm just kidding. The message to the team would be, just get out there. You saw what happened to the crowd. They got electrified when they made that 70-yard, 60-yard run, whatever, for the Blue Devils that led to the touchdown. So just give them stuff to cheer about. Just put some plays together, get a couple scores on the board, get a more respectable scoreline than 6-44, and that's all you can ask for when you're this far down. He's going to drop the ball there.
Lands back on top of it inside the 40, so around the 37-yard line is where first down will be.
So the clock will keep running now. Is that a referee's decision on the field to do that? No? Coach's decision. Oh, so the coaches can agree to that, to keep the clock running now, because the scoreline is probably so one-sided, and they know, as you say, Jack, it's 9 o'clock, it's 2 hours in. Ellenville probably not looking at a victory, so just let the clock run so we can wrap this game up sooner rather than later and rather than keep stopping. So 2 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter, and the clock is running. That's got to be side pass or dropped. But that's got to be a hard, a hard pill to swallow for the head coach when you have to tell the referees, all right, let the clock run, because it basically means you're accepting defeat. And that's got to be a tough thing to take for a head coach.
Yeah, senior night home opener. This is the result.
Yeah, this is the first home football game for Ellenville. There was one game a couple weeks ago that was the forfeit, correct? And that was the one they won.
Yes, that was our only win, the home one.
Because Fallsburg, I believe, couldn't put together a full team, so they had to forfeit. That would have been the first home game, so that was canceled. This is the now first home game, as you mentioned, senior night. Here we are, and 85 is going to get tackled. Backed up by the 2, I think. But 85 with the primary tackle, Liam Van de Bogart. Haven't said his name tonight. As you mentioned, the crowd here out in force to cheer on the Blue Devils, and they've only had 2 real things to cheer on. That was one in the first half. They got close to the end zone, and then in the second half, they did cheer that super run. Did end up leading to a touchdown. So not a lot to cheer about for the home crowd. It's starting to thin out now.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of these fans are heading towards the exits as we approach the end of the third quarter. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up for Pauling, they are 3-0 as well right now. They beat Eldred 49-36. Ellenville lost to Eldred 34-0. They also beat Sullivan West. We lost to them 51-14. And Taconic Hills, who we play later in the year. As there's another play up the middle for the Blue Devils, and they're not going to get much. He lost the ball, and Onteora is going to get it. The second turnover of the game with 5 seconds left. They're going to let the clock run out. The end of the quarter.
That brings our third quarter to an end.
Onteora turnover. Their second turnover of the game. This is the end of the third quarter. Onteora 44, Ellenville 6.
So 12 minutes remaining once we get the fourth quarter underway. And like we said, will the Blue Devils rotate some players in or out? They're down 6-44. There is your scoreboard. But you can tell just some of the fans disappointed in how this game has started to turn, or at least how it's gone.
See, just for the record, Ellenville has 3 more games after this. They are at home against Pauling, and then they are at Taconic Hills, and then Pine Plains. So Pauling right now is playing Pine Plains, and they have Ellenville. They already played Taconic Hills. They also played Sullivan West and Eldred. And Pauling right now is undefeated.
So Pauling might be a tough opponent. That's the next home game, Jack?
Yes.
That's the next Friday night game. The day before the Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony, in fact, which is next Saturday. And then is there a senior dance next Saturday, Jack?
Yes. 6 o'clock.
Where is that at?
The cafeteria.
Are you going?
Probably.
Are you? Do you hold a title within your class?
I'm a class rep.
Your class representative? Student advisor on the Board of Education meetings along with Elna Pagan, right?
Yes.
Or student representative, excuse me. Who's your class president, vice president?
Lila Denman is our president, and Braylon Peavy is our vice president.
Treasurer, secretary?
Jonathan out on the field right now, number 16, is our secretary, and Tyler Dams, who I just saw at the concession stand. I don't know if I see him out there right now, but I saw him earlier. He is the treasurer. Mm-hmm. Handoff to 11. Breaks a tackle, and another one gets down to almost the 30-yard line.
Yeah, 5 made sure he was not going anywhere from Ellenville. That's Cody Randazzo.
2nd and 1.
But the clock will run, so in theory, there is 11 minutes and 20 seconds until the buzzer, and it shouldn't be shouldn't be much longer than that, because the clock will run between plays here. So we should be wrapping up the game at approximately 9:21. Yep, the crowd just want the Blue Devils to put something together here. It is 2nd down.
14 goes to the backfield.
They're trying to get Onteora to do something off sides, right? False start. Taking a long time. Oh, it's Onteora's ball, excuse me.
24 to the outside. He's going to get anything. He gets a first down. And if I'm right, that is Jameer Mays, and he's had a phenomenal game. He's a sophomore, too, so
yeah.
Shout out to him. He's having a really, really good game for Onteora. But he picks up another first down. They move the chains. They're at the Ellenville 32 as the time still ticks down for this game. And it's a long night for Ellenville at home against the Onteora Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to take for the home team. How have the scores been for Blue Devils so far in the 3 games they've lost, Jack?
They lost 34-0 to Eldred. They lost 42-12 to Millbrook, and they lost 51-14 to Sullivan West.
So it looks like a no score and then a 2-2-score games.
Outside, nice tackle there. And that is Patrick Nolan, 58.
Yep, good tackle that time.
For the record, I do want to say that we talked about Eldred and Sullivan West.
Sullivan West.
So I just want to bring up them with Pauling because they did go against Pauling. So I did say that Ellenville lost to Eldred 34-0. They beat Eldred 49-36, also in Eldred. So both of those games were in Eldred. They hosted Sullivan West, and Pauling won 61-32. This is the team that we're playing next week, the Pauling Tigers, who beat the Ellenville Blue Devils last year in the Section 9 semifinal. And it's the homecoming game the night before the Hall of Fame ceremony. And it looks like Ellenville is going to have their sights on that one as we speak, as there's a run to the outside by number 13. He's got plenty of room to run, and it looks like he's going to get a touchdown there. Number 13, the quarterback, a QB keep, 32 yards, another touchdown as they drop a 50-burger on the Blue Devils. That is number 13, Chase Madison. QB keep for number 13, Chase Madison. Touchdown, Eagles.
And there's the clock ticking away, 6-50. Really unpretty reading. Can the Blue Devils get another score? So they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. I don't think the reverse jinx worked, Jack. I think Eagles are going to win this game. There's the 2 points. 52
It's good.
to
52 to 6.
It's a 46-point lead, and there's still 7 minutes and change. So the crowd really wanted to see better from their team here.
We still have a nice crowd here for Ellenville. They're just letting this clock tick away.
Yeah, at this point, that's the smarter thing for Ellenville to do. They're just going to keep on getting scored on with every minute that ticks by in this game. So might as well get the game over with as fast as possible, or else the scoreline's just going to get more and more ugly for Ellenville. 6-52 as it stands. But Ellenville needs to get something going. Even if they can get the last score of the game here, the next 2 scores would be nice. Just something. So here's your kickoff. Every kick's been pretty good. Took a second or two there to get running. Oh.
Runs to the outside.
Oh, nice run.
Get brought down to around the 38-yard line. Is that Lasanta?
Yeah, Xavier. And that's a brave position to play, the kickoff return there, because basically your job is run as fast as you can, avoid as many plays as you can, but essentially you know you're going to get brought down. Like that is how that play typically finishes. So you got to be a brave runner to do that. And be ready for the hit and be ready for the tackle. And Xavier's done that all night, so shout out to him as he comes to the side here and takes a break. So 5:50 to go. Number 8 runs out onto the field. All right, just over 5 minutes. Can Ellenville get down the field and give this home crowd something to cheer about? There's a high throw, high catch.
Oof, brought down right away. It is going to be a first down I believe, for Howard.
He was tossed about 3 yards from where the tackle happened, but he didn't go down until he was thrown down. So he gained 3 yards from the tackle, right? You're not like the ball's called when the knee hits the ground, right? So if I pick you up and throw you that way, and then you hit the ground, that's where the ball will
Yeah,
restart.
the ball. Yeah, you're down where you hit the
Where
ground.
your knee hits the ground. So to me, I don't think he was down before he was thrown, like spun around about 3 yards the other direction. But that was the player who made that really impressive run in the first half again, I think.
Number 8 comes into motion. Cage is going to keep it.
52 with the tackle.
Time's still ticking away. I believe it's going to be third down here. Or is it still second? It's second.
Yep, 4.5 to go.
They're at the 48-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Number 6 with a throw-in play to the right side. 7's going to get first down, maybe. Just.
Yeah, so Cage will throw it to number 7, Walter Ganga, the senior.
Oh, is he inches? Did he get it?
And they're going to say he got the first down.
Three and a half to go here.
Cage looking to throw deep. Gets hit as he throws. Oh. It's caught by Howard.
Wow.
Big time first down there. He's going to get brought down to around the 21.
He did really well not to go out of bounds. He wanted a couple more yards. So he put the brakes on, skidded a little bit, did the turn, gained about 3, maybe 4 more yards, and then gets brought down. So good play from Nassim Howard. Great catch from the number 0. And that play has been the successful play, is getting throws to Nassim and having Nassim run the ball. And they've only done it 3 times. And then the first time, it led to a touchdown. They got twice now in the last couple minutes. I'd say they've got to try that play a couple more times. Here he goes again. Number 0. Going to get pushed back this time.
Out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Might have got a collision.
And he's down.
Yeah, it might have been a head-to-head collision. Head-to-head?
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
That's not good at all.
Oof, yeah, big hit.
Yikes. He's still down. .231 to go in this one. I mean,
now the clock will stop while we assess the injury, as all the players take a knee. I think his game might be done.
they bring him up.
Yeah, I think his game is probably done for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But
Hope
he is
for the best.
But he is standing and walking off the field by himself.
He's dizzy.
No,
Like he's.
but at least he's up and walking.
Yeah.
Which is important. But yeah, he can definitely take a break.
Yeah.
And he's had a good game, Nassim Howard.
He had a good game. One of the bright spots on the team tonight. All the best to him.
Yeah, 11th grader gave the crowd the biggest cheer of the night when he made that super long run. So shout out to Nassim Howard, number 0. His day is done. Ellenville has 2.5 minutes left.
They're at the 9. Time still ticking. 1st and goal.
Yeah, and these most recent yards came from Nassim Howard, so he'll have to watch his team carry on without him. Throw to the right. No one's there.
Nolan. Incomplete.
Second and goal.
Yeah. 2 minutes to go in this one. 2nd and goal.
But, yeah, if they could get a score here, it would be a nice finish at least.
Second and goal. Burns.
Fakes the
Looking
throw.
to throw. He's going to throw, and he's got nowhere to go with that one. Incomplete.
Yeah, looking for the 7 of Ganga. One more go at it, maybe 2. 3rd down. Clock at 1:15 and ticking. One minute on the clock. Only time for one or two more plays here. If they can get the touchdown, that would be something.
Eight comes into motion. Burns looks to throw. Back in the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. Slow to get up.
Yeah,
Who is that?
Landed on his back, I think.
Is that number 7? Oh, there's a flag on the play.
It was number 7, Walter Ganga, I think.
Oh, 7.
There we go.
I think if you're too loud, it breaks.
There we go. Touchdown, Ellenville. Number 7, Walter Ganga.
And so with 33 seconds on the clock, Ellenville may have indeed got the last score of the game. Makes it 12-52.
33 seconds to go. They'll go for 2.
It's going, it's going.
Clock is ticking, 28, as they look for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, hit right away. Incomplete.
And that should bring us to the end of the game with 14 seconds left. Scoreboard.
Wind it.
We're at 13 seconds. They have paused the clock. Time for one more play. Coach's decision. There'll be enough time for a kickoff return, and that's about it. Rather than end the play, I guess, on a nothing, on an unsuccessful 2-point conversion. Who's doing it now?
9:25 local time here in Ellenville, New York. 13 seconds left. They'll probably do the kickoff. Onteora might do one kneel down, and that will do it tonight. Again, we have a game tomorrow night at home. Next week at home against the Pauling Tigers, who also right now are undefeated. Ellenville is going to drop to 1-4. Onteora will improve on their undefeated season so far and improve to a record of 4-0. Again, Ellenville will fall to 1-4 after this one. Kickoff. Right to number 18. He falls. That takes off 1 second. I believe that was number 12 who came away with it. Or 18, excuse me, which is Adam Sommerstein, who is the freshman for the team. He recovered the kickoff. With a dozen seconds left, First down. They're going to take a knee, and that is going to do it tonight. Onteora will go home happy. It's going to be a long week for the Ellenville Blue Devils.
Yep, they did get 2 scores to match their previous outings. Again, losses that they've had this season, but they have scored twice in their losses. So they've scored again twice tonight, but the defense unable to keep out Onteora Eagles. An impressive number of touchdowns. 52 points on the board. We should get the handshakes here after they take the knee.
They take the knee. Time will wind down, and that's all she wrote for tonight. Onteora comes in with a dominant 52-12 victory. And that's the ball game. Onteora 52, Ellenville 12. Tune in to next week's game against the Poland Tiger, our homecoming game. Everybody get home safely.
What's up, Jack? So that just about does it for us. I want to say a big shout out to all the camera crews. As you see the handshakes right there. Shout out to Peter, to Melanie, to Cameron, and to Manny. And from myself, Mr. Buckler, alongside Mr. Jack Henry, this has been a broadcast from the Ellenville Central School District. Jack, final thoughts?
There's a lot of regrouping to do for this Blue Devil team, but they play the Pauling Tigers. We'll see what happens next week. So, to all of you watching, thank you very much for tuning in this game. We will see you next week on the Ellenville Central School District YouTube channel. This has been Friday Night Football from your Ellenville Blue Devils.